As the season reaches its pinnacle, we have two feature games for you on what promises to be a defining round of fixtures in the Bostik South. Welcome to Matchday 42. Four teams, two matches and one objective. Promotion to the Premier Division has been part of the DNA of all four of these clubs this season, but with only 3 places up for grabs and other clubs involved around them, neither side can afford any slip-ups today. First up, it's a battle of the casuals as 6th place Walton take on 5th place Corinthian. With 5 points between these two sides, it will be the visitors who still have ambitions of a top 2 finish. But Walton know they can't take anything for granted, especially with in-form Hive Town hot at their heels. Our second game sees 3rd place play 4th as Cray Wanderers host Greenwich Borough. Cray might be a point behind their rivals, but they've scored more goals than Manchester City this season and are just 4 away from 100 this campaign. Greenwich were favourites in August and lost out in the playoffs last season, and there'll be plenty of experience in their ranks as they continue to be confident to go one better in 2018. First up, we turn our attention to Saturday's games in the Bostik North as title-chasing AFC Hornchurch went up against 3rd place Potters Bar Town. Also on Saturday, we saw one of the rivalries of the season return as promotion favourites Billericay will be hoping to put a difficult run of form behind them and dent Leatherhead's playoff hopes.
goal this afternoon for Middle Town, scored by number 11, Jake Robinson.
First up today is Walton Casuals against Corinthian Casuals, with both sides looking to make April a month to remember. A win today could be the start of something very special. After another weekend of fixture cancellations, it's the day of the 3G fixtures today. Two big games in the Bostik South, and it starts here with a 6th placed Walton Casuals take on 5th place Corinthian Casuals. Both these sides have now played 40 games this season with just 6 to play. All roads still lead to the promised land. Walton come into the game on the back of 2 wins, and they've only lost 2 of their last 10. As for the visitors, they lost 1-0 to promotion rivals Cray Wanderers last time out, but had a win of 8 games, winning in a row before that. Walton will be hoping that Josh Kelly can add to his 21 league goals so far this season. He's the division's top scorer. Corinthian can draw on much experience in their ranks, and none more so than goalkeeper Danny Bracken. Last time out, Harry Ottaway scored an 86-minute winner to separate these two sides. That was back on New Year's Day. The weather may not have changed much since then, but the competition has now reached its pinnacle. It's now or never for both these sides, as all roads leads to the playoffs in the first week of May. That is, of course, barring an excellent run that could see either of these sides still make automatic promotion. Even on this surface, Pete, we see as the ball's being sprayed around, the spray of the water coming off of it will affect the game.
Yeah, I think so. I think it'll quicken it up, but in the first couple of minutes the ball's actually not been on the ground that much, and I think that somebody's got to put their foot on the ball now, especially in these conditions, because it really does suit a team that's going to knock the ball and zip it around a little bit.
And it's Walton who just nicked the ball back there with Coleman, the skipper, and he plays it to this near side to Bamba. First run at the goal for Bamba, onto his left foot. What can he do? Bamba all the way across. Good save from Danny Bracken. We mentioned the experience of Bracken, and it's fallen to a Walton player. Still not away. Now with Bamba again. Bracken's down in the box. Bracken crosses it. The referee blows the whistle, and most people had noticed that Danny Bracken was down on the floor then, and many in the crowd suggesting that they need to shoot.
Well, it's a great bit of quick feet from Yusuf Bamba. He's good with the step overs when he gets in the 18-yard box, and he got his strike off, and it looks like we've got a injured Danny Bracken on the floor, and you know, referee gave the advantage to the goalkeeper injured. I would have probably let it carry on and put it in the back of the net.
Oh, yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, it looks like a 4-3-3 to me, but.
Corinthian coming forward now, maybe an opportunity on the edge of the box, and it falls and is struck low and just wide, and I'm sure the keeper had it covered there. It was a effort from Antonio, edge of the box, right-footed, never troubling the keeper. Corinthian again, and they regain possession in the midfield, and Ekim just plays it out to Fraser Walker, who looks to check inside Walker. He goes back into the middle. It's a lovely move, and it falls to the feet of Antonio once more. Tries to play the ball through. Referee's got a decision to make now. Player went down, and plenty of shouts from the Corinthian Casuals fans behind the goal. The ball was just played in there. It was Mooman who played the ball, and there seemed to be some contact in the box. Referee says no penalty. Bracken with the goal kick, and Corinthian managed to bring the ball down, and they'll play it to this near side as we look, and it falls to Oldham, who skips inside and finds Mooman, who tries to drive through the Walton defence, and Walton can nick the ball away again, and if they can get it through here, it's going to be dangerous to Bamba, and this is dangerous. Bamba into the box, onto his left foot. What can he do? Just missed the ball, and maybe gets across at the second attempt, and Danny Bracken goes down. He just had an opportunity there, did Bamba, to strike at goal, and seemed to completely miss the ball at the key moment.
defence splitting past there, fantastic, and Yusuf Bamba, and I think Torin Roberts, who's not been in the game so far, those two wingers will be the main danger to Corinthian Casuals today.
Again, it's one back by Walton in the midfield, and Bamba has got a bit more room to work this time, and again he drives towards the box, this time on his right foot, goes all the way across to the far side and to the feet of Roberts. Roberts into the box, slows things down, looks to take on his man, does take on his man, drives it all the way across and almost went into the path of Kelly.
Wow, and it looks like Danny Bracken is hurt.
Yeah, Danny Bracken goes down to take that, and straight away just signalling to the bench, and he's really in a lot of pain is Danny Bracken. Doesn't look good by the way that he's moving around on the pitch. Straight away there, as soon as he got the ball into his feet, Danny Bracken was signalling to the bench that something was drastically wrong.
Yeah, he's done something there major to his knee area, whether he went down and he's gone down awkwardly.
Yeah, have they got a sub goalkeeper?
I'm not sure. Not looking on there. There's no one that's screaming out to me.
It doesn't look like, Mick, as you're pointing out, that Danny Bracken is going to continue, and there is going to be a change, and it will indeed
Josh
be
Uzun.
Josh Uzun, who has put the spare goalkeeper shirt on and is about to come on.
He looks a little bit small for my liking, but you know, maybe the Corinthian Casuals know better. Obviously he's a great striker. Let's see how good he is in goal, but that could make a very big difference to how this game's going to play out now.
They must have another goalkeeper at this club, though, Nick. Just
Yeah,
not chosen to put him on the bench.
Yes, of course. I'm sure there's a.
And the ball over, and that's a real mistake. And Kelly's in. First chance for Kelly against the new keeper, and it just bounces wide. And that was a real opportunity. It was one ball down the middle, and there's now an inquest going on in that Corinthians Casuals defence. And it was a real problem there. I think it was Murray, was it, who just didn't go up for that header, and Kelly was in, and what an opportunity for Kelly, one-on-one with Josh Uzun. First opportunity to test out the new keeper, and he really should have done better. Ball comes into the box, it's cleared away, but only as far as a Corinthian Casuals player, and it comes towards Ottaway, flicks it on, and now an opportunity for Max Oldham to get the ball into the box. Onto his left foot he goes. Jinx Oldham into the box, keeper needs to come, claim it, punched away, and eventually it'll be played away by Roberts, and good pressure from the visitors on this Walton side. Does so comfortably, bowls it out towards Kelly, who just takes the ball down on the halfway line for Walton. They'll be hoping they can put some pressure on this Corinthian defence. Plays a lovely ball through to Kelly, it goes all the way into the box and tested the keeper there, Samutis, who shot first time, and Josh Uzun equal to that test, gathers the ball. And the game is underway once more, and it's a free kick for Corinthian Casuals as they play it towards the substitute. Ottaway can't quite control the ball. It's gone to the other end now, and Kelly plays it in towards Bamba, who looks to take it down with his first touch. Bamba on his left foot at the moment. Couple of bodies in the box for Walton Casuals. Bamba gets it all the way across, and it is going to fall to somebody in orange. Roberts has it on the edge of the box. Roberts goes for the shot over the bar, and just for a moment there wondered if Samutis would have been able to get that shot off. One back by Samutis, who looks towards Kelly. He'll get onto the end of this ball, and there's not many in the middle. Kelly just about keeps it in, goes in towards Samutis, and it's intercepted by Moo Man, who puts it out for a corner to Walton.
Well, let's see if they load the goalkeeper out this time, or whether they can. I still think, you know, a small goalkeeper there, you know, not been tested since he's been in goal for the last 25 minutes.
Corner for Walton, in it comes, it's dangerous, it goes all the way through, bouncing around, claims for handball, referee says chest, it goes out of play, and it will be another corner. Plenty of orange shirts around the referee, who's quite theatrically pointing towards his chest.
That's a goal-saving sort of, I don't know if it hit him in his midriff or around his hand area. Possibly that might have been the reason why they were shouting for something.
Uzun with a long, high ball that's easily intercepted by Kelly, who heads it down to Bamba, and it now goes as far as Roberts, who goes back into Bamba and back to Roberts again. Neat little play from Walton this time. Again, the choice of ball there just to go back was a bit strange, but it comes back into Samutis, who plays it into Kelly. Lovely turn by Kelly onto his right foot. Kelly to give them the lead. It's a great save by Uzan again. And the referee eventually gives the foul. It was Samoutis who played the ball into Kelly. A wonderful piece of skill from Kelly just to flick it round the defender. And you thought for a moment it was going to be the lead for Walton Casuals. And another good save from Uzan. Ball this time, ball forward by Roberts, who'll win the free kick for Walton. Up against Warren Morgan. Samoutis with a free kick for Walton, goes all the way over the top and hits the top of the crossbar. Keeper was nowhere near that. Uzan, we mentioned, slightly smaller than Danny Bracken, and he really wasn't getting anywhere near that. And that was a ball put in by Samoutis. Not sure if he meant to go for the shot, but it certainly was heading for that top corner.
No, I think there is a place for that. There's a place for getting the players to make decisions, and there's a place for you as a manager to recognise when it's your job to now start to get about the players a little bit. I think sometimes if you've got some manager who are constantly talking all the time, I don't think that helps players.
Fair point. Too much information's too much information.
Exactly, and most of them they miss it out anyway.
Lovely move from Corinthian Casuals, comes into Oldham, who plays the ball into Ottaway, and it's just intercepted, and quite a few passes strung together there by the visitors, and again they'll regain possession. A poor ball away from Walton, and Ottaway tucks in and gets his side back on the front foot, and it's really, you have to say, Corinthian Casuals have had the better of this second half. It comes to Ottaway on the edge of the box. What can he do? Left-footed, goes for the strike, and it, for a moment there, looked like it was troubling the keeper. Walton again have possession. Roberts picks it up, and again it's a dangerous area, and they'll come forward now. Corinthian, Ottaway just couldn't get the foot on the ball, and really sloppy, Mick. A few passes from Walton, almost playing themselves into trouble.
They are, but I'm going back to what I've heard at half-time, that he swapped the team a little bit out.
And Samoutis come forward, and that's going to be a definite booking for the left-back, Warren Morgan. I think the phrase there is take him on for the team.
Definitely, Benjamin got that one right. He had to do that. They were on an attacking momentum then, and they might have got something out of it.
Looks like it's going to be taken by Coleman.
They're rather relying on Joe Hicks to get on the end. This is only going to be aimed in one area, I feel.
Will be Coleman that takes it. Coleman goes for the strike and took everybody in the stadium by surprise. Drilled that one towards the goal, and
wrong decision making, but that could have been a great opportunity missed.
Yeah, again, well connected as a team. Corinthian there.
They get the ball up towards Roberts, maybe an opportunity. Roberts, lovely turn, could be the first goal. Roberts just goes wide. Brilliant save in the end from Josh Uzan. It was a ball up towards Roberts this time, who's in the position that Josh Kelly usually is. Delightful skill from Roberts. Got the opportunity for the shot at goal, and a wonderful save from Josh Uzan, the standing keeper. The ball with the visitors, it's intercepted well, and maybe an opportunity now for Bamba to come away. It's 3-on-3 if they can be quick about this. Bamba with the ball at his feet, on to his right foot, goes in towards Kelly. Kelly with an opportunity, hits the post! Real chance for Kelly on his left foot, inside the box, and he'd beaten Uzan, and it just came off the outside of the post. Again, a real quick move from Walton as they won that ball back. Still time for a match winner in the last 15 minutes from either of these sides, and what we'd like to see is perhaps a really noteworthy winning goal for one of these two teams. Bamba picks the ball up and looks towards Kelly, and Kelly goes through on goal now. He's got two defenders with him. Kelly, what can he do? On his left foot, checks back inside to his right. Lovely move from Kelly, goes for the shot and just couldn't get any power behind it. Did all the hard work there, Pete. Visitors have it on the edge of the box, perhaps a chance for them to make their way forward. It falls to McAllister, the substitute. He's going to go wide to Oldham. What can he do? Looks to skip inside. Oldham onto his left foot, goes all the way. Oldham drills it with his left foot and produces a great save from the keeper, Denzel Gerrard. We haven't mentioned him too much in this game, but certainly needed to be on the mark there. So, flying shot from Oldham, who just cut in onto his left foot and produced the best save of the game. Plenty of goals in the Bostik Premier Division as we keep our eye on all of the football across the Bostik leagues. Brightlingsea Regent 1-0 up against Lowestoft Town. Harlow 3-2 up against Thurrock. Big result for Harlow at the bottom of the table as Kelly gets the ball onto his right foot. Kelly goes for the strike. Wonderful save again by Josh Uzan. It was another great turn from Kelly. Struck it low this time. And this time Ozan did have to make the save with his hands low down. Flicks the ball around for a corner. Still the visitors come forward with Morgan, who drives forward into the 18-yard box. Real good run from Morgan. Goes all the way across and the keeper just intercepts and sets his team away. And Samoutis can bring Walton forward and looks towards Kelly. And Kelly will get to this ball. He's got defender to beat. What can he do? Kelly looks for support. Comes in towards Bamba, who's switched sides for the moment. Goes onto his left foot. Bamba drills the ball in and didn't force Uzan into a save this time as it goes wide.
Yeah, it's opening up. At least this last 10 minutes, I think, is going to open up a little bit, particularly for Morton Casuals. Is there a sting in the tail with this game?
There could well be. There was last time we saw Corinthian Casuals, and they played Greenwich Borough early on in the season, and it was a last-minute goal from Newman, I believe. But Walton come forward again, and as you said, Mick, it is just starting to open up a bit in towards the feet of Kelly, and now perhaps an opportunity to come in. This is Samoutis. Can he score? Samoutis all the way off the post! Off the post for Samoutis. What an opportunity for Walton to take the lead in the last few moments of the game. It was well worked in from Kelly. A lovely ball in towards Samoutis, who found himself in the 18-yard box. Beaten Josh Uzan for the first time in the game and just came off the post, inches away from the home side taking the lead.
But you can't take anything away from Corinthian Casuals, can you? Because they stuck at it and they've created problems themselves. But as you say, Corinthian Casuals will be happy with this point.
Oh, yeah.
They will be happy with this point, particularly with losing the goalkeeper. But that will be interesting debating point, Ben, about whether they can sign another goalkeeper or whether they've got to go with their youthful reserve team keeper to the end of the season.
And the referee brings the contest to an end. It was thoroughly entertaining in the second half. Both teams having their chances, the better of those chances most definitely falling to the home side, who thought they probably could and should have won it as Jack Samoutis went through in on the 90th minute. Real opportunity to score. It came back off the post, and it has finished here honours even, with both of these sides chasing promotion in the playoff positions. No goals for us this afternoon, but entertaining nonetheless. And it's finished. Walton Casuals 0, Corinthian Casuals 0.
I think before obviously the start of play, if you're looking to keep a clean sheet against one of the best sides in the league, you'd be very enthused by it. But obviously with the circumstances and how it developed, with Brax obviously getting injured in goal and having to play a midfielder as well, I thought it played into our hands in the respect of the way we then got hold of the game in the first half. We created good chances, and I just said to the boys in there, it isn't good enough. Isn't good enough in the respect of when you get those chances in and around 18 yards out, 12 yards out, 10 yards out, towards the end obviously hitting the post. Our decision making in front of goal wasn't good enough today, and the minute details are going to be the details at the end of the season that will define whether or not we're going to be a Bostik Premier side or not.
There are obviously some good opportunities there, and they probably should have buried one or two of them. They had better chances. Let's not get it mixed up. But we've played 70 odd minutes there with no goalkeeper. They've still not managed to score. So credit to obviously our goalkeeper. Josh done great when he went in there. We had our fair share of play. We had probably more possession, I would argue, than them. And obviously when we pushed for the game late on, it did open the game up, and it, they had a few good chances. But they've not managed to beat us. They've got a great record here, best in the league by quite a long way. They've only lost one, so to come here, play 70 odd minutes with no goalkeeper and get a draw, we have to consider that a good result.
I must ask you about Danny. Any news on the injury so far?
Yeah, he's broken his fibula, so he's definitely broken it in one place. They've got to do a second X-ray to see if it's broken in two, because they say it's unusual for it to break in one where it has without there being a secondary break. So it's not good. That'll be his season done. We'll just make sure we get around him. He'll be on his knees. He'll be on the floor because he's the team and this club. It's everything to him. It's not just a kick about. It's him. It's him. He's a casual, and he wants to do his best for the team, the players, myself, and I know he'd be on his knees. But we need to get around him now, and pick him up, get a goalie sorted, plough on, get him his winner's medal, and that's it.
And finally, does it show you today, with the fact that it did end up in a draw and it was a close run thing, how close the playoffs are going to be between all of these sides at the end of the season?
I think the top 7 are very good sides. I mean, Hive won again today, I believe, 2-1. First thing we do is go and check the results, and Carshalton got a late winner, I believe. But I think in those top 7, they're good sides. Well managed, well structured, well organised. We have the utmost respect for every team around us, and we've just got to make sure that we find ourselves in that position at the end of the season, because I genuinely believe we can beat anyone put in front of us.
I know Josh went in goal today and obviously did really well, but do you have another goalkeeper at the club, or would it be a case of bringing them in?
We have a couple signed, one's injured. We'll have to see what we do. I don't know what can and can't be done. I know the deadline's obviously passed. We have an option or two. I'm hoping that we have more options than I would have at my disposal right now, but I'll have to look into it all this week, and you know the way I do it, we'll make sure that come next Saturday we'll have the best possible option for ourselves to give ourselves a chance in another tough game against Lewes.
Congratulations, Josh. I made you the Bostik man of the match today. Fantastic performance, mate.
Yeah, it was a tough, different scenario than what I'm used to, going in goal, but got a point, and that's all that matters.
What was going through your mind when you had to put that goalkeeping shirt on?
I've done it before. I've had a pre-season game a few years ago where I've done it, and in training I've been in goal a few times, and it's enjoyable, but not when there's points on the line. It's a bit different, a bit nervous wracking, but got through it and done well.
Are you the man? Could you capably take the goalkeeping shirt for the playoffs?
I don't know about that. I mean, Brax is one of the best keepers in the league, if not the best keeper in the league, and time after time he keeps us in games, he wins points for us, and that's a big loss, but we'll have to see what we can do in the next couple of days and see if we can get a keeper in, but if I need to go and goal, then I'm happy to do that.
Lastly, has this team got the mental strength to get you over the line and perhaps get the automatic position, which I know you so desperately want?
I think so, yeah. I mean, we've got 4 or 5 games left, so we're going to try and win them all, and we'll just see what happens. We'll take it game at a time, and if we can win all 5, and then we'll see where we're at.
Our second feature game today sees promotion hopefuls Cray Wanderers take on third place Greenwich Borough. Another big game at the top of the Bostik South this Bank Holiday Monday, and it sees third place Greenwich Borough go up against fourth place Cray Wanderers. A really mouth-watering game for the crowd that have made it out this afternoon. Both these sides will be looking for automatic promotion. There is only a point between them as we go into the final month of the season. And Cray Wanderers will be looking to Charlie McDonald, the former Greenwich Borough player, to fire them into the Bostik Premier Division. As for Greenwich Borough, they'll be looking at Jack Barham. He's been in fine form all season, and they'll hope he can continue that today. And this shows just how close it is at the top of the table. 2 points behind Carshalton Athletic, and just 1 point separates Greenwich Borough with this afternoon's opponents. It's Greenwich that come forward early on in this game, and it comes to Barham. What can he do? Twist, turns, Barham, it's in! And the first goal of the game goes the way of Greenwich Borough. A strike from Jack Barham. You have to say that Nick Blue will be disappointed. In at the near post. The keeper beaten inside the first 10 minutes of this game. And it's Jack Barham who's been in prolific form for much of this season. It's one ball into the box, and Barham just a little turn there, gave himself some space. Everybody thought he was going to cross it, and he hit it near post, and Nick Blue should have kept it out, but Barham strike, and it's 1-0 to the visitors. Greenwich Borough again, long ball downfield, and keeper will come out, and this time Nick Blue has time just to knock it to Nelson. Nelson back to Blue. They do like to play the ball round and play out from the back, Cray. It's been a way they've played all season. And you have to say it's been really successful, though that's a poor ball and intercepted by Carlisle. Can he come forward? Carlisle left-footed, goes into the box, it's blocked. Again, Greenwich having the better of these opening moments, and another opportunity perhaps for them to come forward with Dembele. He's got tricky feet. Dembele goes inside on his left foot. Dembele all the way across, and this time it's Blue just tips the ball away. Maybe a chance for Cray to come forward for the first time in this game, and it's going to fall to Dadson. Dadson into the box, right-footed. Dadson all the way across, past the keeper, and just past the post. Really fine effort from Dadson. Found himself with some room in the box, went all the way across the keeper and just flashed past the post. Here's Mundele, cheeky back heel, sets his team underway, and Greenwich can nick in, and it goes up towards Barham, and Barham's in again. What can he do? Twist, turns, Barham onto his right foot, just past the post. As soon as that ball reached Jack Barham, you did think that Cray were in trouble. Managed to get it onto his right foot, beat the keeper just past the post. Cray really need to get themselves into this game, and here comes Mundele again. Mundele, he's been taken out. Referee, no hesitation. It's going to be a penalty. Easy decision from the referee. It was a great run from Mundele into the box, and a terrible challenge from Sam Corn. Nowhere near the ball. And it will be Charlie McDonald against his former side to draw Cray Wanderers level. Here he comes, McDonald. Beautiful chip, straight down the middle. Calm, cool, composed from the Cray Wanderers striker. And it is, what a piece. Keeper never stood a chance, just a cheeky dink straight down the middle of the goal. The experience of McDonald's under pressure. And he certainly delivered there for Cray. Won't get tired of seeing that penalty, I'm sure. Greenwich definitely the faster out of the blocks this afternoon, but a fairly even first half in the end, and Cray got themselves level through McDonald's. They're hoping to start this half a bit better than they did the first half. Good header from Carl Dent, looks to take his team forward, and Greenwich turn over possession in the midfield, and it's an opportunity now for Pritchard, who sprays that ball wide, and now they've got 3 on 4. What can they do? Into the middle, Barham into the net from the 6-yard box. No mistake at all, Jack Barham from that distance, and Cray Wanderers just got caught out for a moment. They did have plenty of defenders back. The ball just went past the feet of Mitchell Nelson, couldn't stretch out to stop that ball from going to Barham. Inches away from clearing it. Jack Barham took a chance and knocked the ball in. And Greenwich Borough have their lead back this afternoon. The form that he's in this season, he's not going to miss from there. Rule looks to come forward. He's going to win the free kick, Rule. Oh, Dent to deliver this one in. Here comes Dent, delivers it in, goes all the way through, and it needs to be tipped round the post by the keeper. And McEntegart had to deal with that. Should have been cleared by somebody. It's just a ball going all the way through. The keeper needs to tip it round the post. I'm sure he'd have been disappointed with his defenders. Another free kick, and it comes, and again the keeper's needed. In. This time it reached the head on the far post. It need to be tipped round again. 90th minute. Last gasp ball up by Blue, and it's gone all the way over those Greenwich Borough defenders again. It's lofted in. It's going to be cleared off the line. Is it handball? Surely. Referee points to the spot, and this is going to be a red card, I think. It is a red card, and Callum McGeehan knew it already. Just started walking before the referee pulled the card out of his pocket, and there you see the most blatant of handballs on the line. Plenty of appeals from the Cray Wanderers players. I don't think they really needed to. Referee, no hesitation, penalty. And you'd say that Callum McGeehan really didn't have a choice in the 90th minute. It was a long ball over the top, should have been cleared. And now the opportunity for Michael Power to draw Cray level. Power does draw Cray level. Sent the keeper the wrong way. And Shawley has grabbed a point for his side, and a vital point as well. Another calm penalty, sent the keeper the wrong way into the corner. And Greenwich Borough, twice in this game, have been in front, and twice from the penalty spot. Cray Wanderers have drawn level. You've got to question the defending for that ball that was never cleared. And they paid the ultimate price in this big promotion game. Delight on the face of the Cray Wanderers players, frustration for the visiting team. Maybe one last gasp twist in this entertaining game. Blue again comes forward, and this time it is cleared by Greenwich Borough. Cray will pick it up again, and the referee will blow the final whistle. It's been a thoroughly entertaining top of the table clash this afternoon, and there is still 1 point between these two teams. It's finished here. Cray Wanderers 2, Greenwich Borough 2. Despite the dismal bank holiday weather, we've still got plenty of other games across the Bostik leagues for you today. With the top two in the Bostik Premier Division not in action, it was over to third place Folkestone Invicta, who drew 1-1 with Margate to keep both clubs' playoff aspirations on course. And in the bottom, Tooting and Mitcham United and Burgess Hill both failed to win and remained 23rd and 24th respectively. Another win for AFC Hornchurch keeps them 10 points clear of second place Potters Bar Town. No change at the bottom of the Bostik North, with Cheshunt, Norwich United and Romford making up the bottom three. At the top of the Bostik South, Carshalton Athletic grabbed a 90th minute winner against South Park to narrow the gap on league leaders Lewes, who weren't in action. There was also a big win for Hastings United, who managed to score 7 against East Grinstead Town. Honours even in both the big Bostik South games today, and plenty to play for in the final 5 games of the season. Next week we turn our attention to the Bostik North and AFC Hornchurch against Heybridge Swifts.